Because NK worries it's a dream. Wu sees and feels the pain. Is it warm? My heart is racing. You can feel that, right? I'm right here. Right by your side now. He brought happiness to NK. NK would willingly take off her coat for him, and when Wu saw that, he took off his old coat, switched it for NK's, and draped it over her. Didn't I tell you to watch out for colds? Why so reckless? You should also watch out for colds, Rocky sister. Wu's presence made NK feel warm. That day, Wu suddenly collapsed in the bathroom. Luckily, his nephew saw it. When NK got the call, she felt as if it were the end of the world, because she wasn't prepared at all. NK recalled what he was told her. She didn't cherish her time with Wu. That night Wu woke up, seeing NK beside him. Wu was filled with guilt. He knew he couldn't give NK happiness. In his current state, he'd only be a burden, bringing her endless pain. Wu pulled out the needle. He draped his coat over NK. The weak Wu staggered down the street, but he collapsed again. At that moment, NK trembled. NK rushed out to search. That person was Minju. It turned out we had caught her. Yeah, she can't help but love Wu. I'll go. But NK refuses him. Wu learns about NK's situation from the nephew. So she calls NK. She tells her Wu's address. NK looks at the lonely Wu. Such a nice place. Did you come here all alone? You can't be so selfish, uncle. Uncle. Please go back. I won't. I really don't want to meet. That's why I came here on purpose. From now on, I will never leave Uncle. I'm not leaving. Even if across the globe. Uncle. Because he knew if he softened now, all NK would end up with is pain, even though Wu was so cold-hearted. Because you love this man deeply. Every minute and second together. Wu woke at midnight. NK, that silly girl, was so persistent. In the end, Wu's heart was swayed. He carried NK to the room to rest. She found Wu by her side, carefully leaning on Wu's shoulder. People are meant to die. In the time they loved each other, even if it's a short time. A beautiful life together. Truly happy. This is all I mean. Let's spend the rest of our time this way. Don't you think it's wasted? Stone, you stubborn one. What if one day you leave? Our little stone. How painful it would be. I know very well. You're deliberately avoiding me. I'll be strong after you go. So, you don't need to worry about me. Let me walk the rest of the way with you. Don't cry, please. I'll do my best to make you happy and free. During the rest of your journey, let me accompany you, my friend. All right. Come here. Stay with me till the end, Stone. He decided to let her share his life. The two happily played on the beach, chasing each other like celestial lovers. In this moment, they forgot their sorrow. All they saw was happiness. Even during meals, Enchai happily feeds Wu. Oh, you're so good. But good times are always short. Wu can't control his worsening condition. Enchai sees it and it pains her. Silently stay by Wu's side. Wu worries they might scare Enchai. Don't keep these memories in your mind. But Enchai puts on a brave front. The more guilt Wu feels, he knows very well that Enchai is holding back. Later, while they rest, Wu leans against the bed after Enchai keeps insisting. Then Enchai says to him, I've heard that the most unfortunate people in the world are those who have no memories worth recalling. That's right. I think so too. If there were a beautiful memory, I'd borrow this memory for a moment. With this memory, I will be happy forever. That would only trap Enchai in past pain. Enchai says to Wu's thoughts, You fool. Gazing at the man she loved, she could only silently weep. And all Enchai could do was cry in his embrace. So he texted Choyun. Then he slipped away unnoticed. She searched like crazy. She shouted Wu's name loudly. She searched everywhere she could. Choyun told Enchai that Wu sent him to pick her up. Seeing this, Choyun reveals Wu's background. To take everything away from me. Because she believes Wu's feelings for her are sincere. And then find Wu later. So he secretly deleted the photos he had of her, where he publicly announces that he is going to marry Enchai. Choyun does this to help Enchai completely give up on Wu. When Wu learns of this, he can only silently wish them well. Whoa! It's me! It's Jiying. She sees the weary Wu before her. Jiying feels heartbroken. Jiying tells Wu she begged Wu to leave with her. They ran into Enchai waiting outside. Her affection stirred Wu's heart once more. While Wu was resting, Jiying sang him a lullaby, but Enchai's face kept appearing in Wu's mind. He hurriedly ran to find Enchai. When he reached home, but he found Enchai sitting there. They shared a passionate gaze without speaking. Enchai received a call from Choyun. She knew she had to leave. Wu silently followed behind Enchai. But Enchai actively spoke to him, and she'd come the day after. As she spoke, tears filled Enchai's eyes. I love you, uncle. But Wu remained silent, because he couldn't promise Enchai anything. As Wu carried Enchai home, he met Yunqi's dad. Wu told him he would never appear around Yunqi again. Wu then returned home. He saw Choyun had waited long. Choyun told Wu he's actually an adopted child, and there must have been reasons for your mother abandoning you. He'd tell all to his mom. After speaking, he left. Wu was taken aback by this. He fell into deep self-blame. It brought too much harm to innocent Choyun. Most critically, it drew kind Yunqi into it. His mom fainted in Wu's arms. Yunqi's father happened to witness the scene. He told Wu, your mom once met a man, a director with the family, but he lied to your mother. Your mother is still unaware. It's because of this cruel lie